So we're documenting in Tupelo, Mississippi, how the pervert Creek Stalkers, working for the top law enforcement officials, the sheriff, Jim Johnson, and whatever the chief of police's name is, and all too willing and happy to obstruct justice and threaten and intimidate the witness. So when I go live in this area, my connection gets shut. Seems the Masons don't like hearing the truth. The truth is even a secret. Well, the truth is a secret, that's called a lie. It's a satanic cult. Let me reiterate that. It's a religion. That's why they call them temples. That's why you're talking out of both sides of your mouth. You're going to a fake Baptist church and you're a Mormon, a Mason. Might as well be a Mormon. Same difference. So if the truth bothers you, then jump on somebody else's channel, because I promise you, I don't have any time to skirt around the truth. That's what's the biggest problem with this country, is we want to dance around the facts. And that is the fact. You take an oath as a Mason that everything that you do contradicts the Word of God, period. So we don't have to have a long discussion about that. But I'm going to mention this briefly. As these private entities participate in this holistic approach to community policing, whether you're disrespected or treated differently at a retail store, Walmart, a drugstore, a hospital, it doesn't matter. These people are held just as accountable as law enforcement under the color of law, civil and constitutional rights violations as a state actor, being that they working in this community organization that is headed by law enforcement. That makes them a state actor. So the platform is federal court. I'm going to piecemeal it. If they think it's funny, when more people start taking action and taking their cases to a courtroom instead of these fake groups and all this junk science and all this BS, and start being proactive in what you're doing, maybe they'll lose their appetite. But I'm not going to sit around and wait for it. I'm not going to do it. When I go in a retail place to spend my money, I'm going to be treated just like everybody else. That's the deal. I'm not going to sit there and scratch my head. I wonder if. I already know if. And it's not hard when you subpoena the records and you do depositions and you put these clowns under oath, community policing's in there, or perjury one. Either way, it's in there. And that is the problem, and that's what they're trying to do, and they have pulled all the stops to try to shut me down. And friend, I'm going to tell you what, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. While they send one of their contract killer perps to my house, I let him in. Why'd you let him in? Because I know the law enforcement sent him. Can't move without law enforcement. That's my glue trap. That's my glue trap. I'm going to put him on the stand again and again and again. Keep sending them out there. Keep sending these people out here stalking and doing all these shenanigans and think they're not going to be called in. I'm capturing the information. I'm going to put them on there. I'm going to put them on the case and put them on there. And come hell high water, we're going to trigger not only criminal investigation, we're also making complaints with the Department of Justice, the grant money, misuse, and fraud concerning the grant money. Because when you put these victims' names down and why you're doing what you're doing, that is a lie. That's a fraudulent entry. You know that, and I know that. So get ready to get under that scrutiny. Victims, listen up. Department of Justice, they have a reporting mechanism for misuse of government grant money. Okay? Your fire departments, even the schools, but also they use this grant money that schools get to stalk outside. It had got nothing to do with the school. Fraud. All these pigs are getting fat off of the taxpayers' back. Everybody's wheels getting greased. That's why let's just don't talk about it. Well, if we don't talk about it, we'll be in red China. I'm going to talk about it. I've been past. I've had enough. So we're going to keep this up. Nobody cares, and I sure don't care, what Jim Johnson or any of these other clowns think they identify me. That makes a tinker's damn to me. God and who he identifies me as is the only one that matters. I've got that, the Constitution and my civil liberties riding with me. Whatever you got with you, it's not going to fly. Spend the money to see it's not going to fly. And I'm going to keep doing it. You keep doing you, I'm going to keep doing that. We're going to change your appetite of being a criminal and lying about what you're doing. You're not doing your job. These crimes that come out in the newspaper, you're locking people up. You're feeding this big machine because crime pays. Keeps the jails, the cops, the prisons, all this stuff. The courts, everybody's happy. We'll get the whole story most of the time. That's a fact most of the time. I'm not going to talk about that today. But I can tell you one thing. You got plenty of cleaning to do up under your steps other than following a man around like an ass clown on steroids, knowing, oh, we hope he implodes, self-implodes, he goes crazy. I always self-implode on the paperwork and then get them in the courtroom. That's what I do, and I'm going to continue to do it, okay? As long, not frivolous, as long as you continue to violate my civil constitutional rights, I'm going to keep dragging your ass in the courtroom until your tongue's hanging out of your mouth. I promise you that. Till next time, God bless you.